It was really nice. And we also went to Meijer grocery store. Those were the two things that I explained in my video this morning. So we made it back from there. So I just wanted to show you guys what we purchased while we were there. Okay. So in Meijer, I did grab is my dish detergent, which is my Tide. I did get that. And then also I did grab some lemons. I want to use this in my tea. I like to use lemon in my tea, fresh lemon. And another thing I grabbed is they had blackberries. The blackberries were 3 for $5. So I did grab some of that. And then they also had fresh strawberries there. So I did grab 2 of the fresh strawberries. And those were 2 for $5. I spent like 20 some dollars in there. So that's what I did there. So we did, here's what I purchased from Farmers Market. And the name of the market that I went to was called Davison. I don't think it's on this paper here, but it's Davison Farmers Market, and I really like it there. So I'm just going to show you what I have. My hubby, he likes the turkey sausage, so he got some turkey pepper stick with cheese. So that's how that looks. And then I got him a steak, because sometimes he might want a steak in the morning for breakfast. And I spent it was like $7.20 for that. And then I got us some beef short ribs. So that is that there. And then here is some brownies. And it has walnuts on top. Do you like walnuts on top of your brownies? These are so good with the walnuts on top. So then we also have some cookies. I forgot, one is chocolate chip. Anyway, these are homemade cookies. I'm just gonna show it to you because I can't remember the name of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this away so that I can get started on my next step. So the market, it was a guy in there, and we were tasting this sausage. It was really, really good. So he got to talking sausage. It was called Philly steak cheese sausage. So what he did is he put the sausage on top of the pizza, and it was so good. So I'm gonna show you the pizza. He gave us a huge piece. It was really big. So I'm like, I am not going to be able to eat all that. Come on over here. Come on. Up right here. Come on, follow me here. So this is the pizza. It's pretty big. I don't know why this thing is not acting right. I'm just going to cut it off because it's not acting right today. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so here is the pizza. And it has the sausage on there. It has the vegetables. I don't think it was too much of a red sauce on there. I don't like red sauce on my pizza. So that was that there. So I'm going to put all this stuff away and still talk to you guys while I'm on here. I just ordered me that mic that you put on yourself. And then you can actually walk away and you can still hear someone. So I just purchased that and I can't wait to get it. So let me go ahead and put this stuff away, but I still get to talk to you guys while I'm putting this away. So I did everything that I was supposed to do today, so I feel that I accomplished something. So I have to take my washing detergent upstairs. I don't know where these cookies are going. And then everything else pretty much goes in the refrigerator. So that's what I'm going to do there. So, but I am going to cut up some apples. I'm going to make just cut the apples up and get them ready for the pie because I like my apples to soak overnight. and then the next day I go ahead and bake my apples. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm mainly gonna go ahead and cut them up. So I'm gonna get. I gotta put my stuff away, y'all. So it's good to do something and accomplish what you said you were going to do today, which I did, and I'm very pleased with that. So I am we were supposed to do some other things, and I wrote it on a list and I couldn't find it. I was so upset. I'm like, oh, this is just a bummer. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to, I can only say what I can do. So I have to write stuff down, because if I don't write it down and put it somewhere where it can remind me, I won't remember, of course. So that's what I did. But I had a list right here on the refrigerator and it's gone. I told my husband, I said it's gone, and I know we put it there. So I don't think the refrigerator, maybe Smart Mouth over here erased it. I don't know. But next time I do something, I make sure that I put it on paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use some Granny Smith apples. Hey, this thing is not moving. This thing was acting up. I don't know what happened to it. There we go. So these are the apples I will be using. These are Granny Smith apples, and what I'm going to do is cut these up and get them ready. But before you do that, before you cut them up and do anything else to them, you have to clean those apples. So I'm going to put them in this strainer. This is a strainer I have here. So I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to clean them. Because you have all those pesticides and everything on there, so you want to make sure that you clean it. And then I'm going to clean it with baking soda. This right here. Okay. It's been a long time since I made apple pie. We're not going to eat the apple pie today. I'm going to, when I get done with this apple pie, I'm going to freeze it. And the reason why, because I'm actually making it for my son. And he will be here next weekend. So what you can do, you can go ahead and prepare it before I can just do it before he comes. So that's what I'm going to do, is do it before he comes. So the fun thing about cooking is when you're trying to get everything together. And I do have a brush here that cleans my fruit. And this is the brush that I use. I bought this from Aldi years ago. So I just get my fruit, vegetables, or whatever, and this is what I scrub it with. A lot of things I do not show on my videos, but with you being live with me, you get to see more than the ones that's on the video. But I do block out a lot of things because people do ask questions when I'm preparing stuff. I cooked some collard greens the other day, and a lady came on there and she said, well, you know, I washed mine first, and I did too. But in the meanwhile, I had to let her know that I did wash my greens. I'm not going to just cook greens and not clean them. So that is the very first thing. No matter anything you cook, even your meat, get your meat and clean your meat before you cook it or do anything to it, you know. That needs to be done. So I have a small cutting board. I bought this little cutting board. It's clear. I like it because it's clear. I actually use it for when I cook, and you know how you want to lay your spoon on, like a spoon, I think it's called I'm going to say a spoon's tray, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you think it is. But I use it for that, and I bought this from the Dollar Tree, and it was actually $1 at the time. But I just clean these off, and this is what I use for that. So, and it's also, it's still a cutting board. It's a smaller cutting board. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here. I'm going to actually cut the apple up first. And like I said, I'm not going to cook it today. I'm just going to actually prepare it for the following day. And I have my water because I'm always thirsty. Okay, guys, I am going to let you see how I cut my apples up and skin them, okay? So you're going to see a little bit of movement here. Okay. Went on a little bit. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let me turn this thing around. And here are my apples. I'm going to do one at a time, of course. So you get your nice little size knife. And I'm also going to use my apple slicer. But right now, I do not want any skin on my apples. Okay, oh, here it is. And this right here, this here is my apple slicer. And this is what I'm going to use to actually cut this up here. But before I do that, I am actually going to cut the skin off. This is the first thing that I want to do. You know, everybody does theirs different, but I want to cut it off because I don't want it where the, you know, it's so small that you got to grab it and all that. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to skin my apple first. And like I said, everybody is different. So you can do it how you want to cut your apples up and get them ready for your apple pie. Okay? And then after I get all this cut up, and see, it doesn't take long to do this, you know? So you just get your little apple cutter. And there you go, it's done. And I really like this device too as well, so. You can use it for your spoons, but this is actually a cutting board. You can use it, and I use it for my spoons when I put it on my when I'm cooking. That's what I use it for. But this is a small cutting board. You can cut on this. I use this for a cutting board too. And when I purchased that, like I said, I did get it from the dollar store. So, hi June, how are you? I'm glad you guys are in to join me while I get ready to. I'm actually just going to cut up my apples and get them ready for my apple pie. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. And this right here that I'm using is a cutting board. I bought it from the Dollar Tree, so this is something that I like to do. And then sometimes you don't have to pull that big board out, you know? So I'm only going to cut 3 apples. That's all I'm going to cut up because that's more than enough to me, you know? So some people could cut up as many apples as that they want to, but it's up to them. You're welcome, June. So again, some of you that's coming in, I just go ahead and cut the skin off because I don't like the skin on mine. So again, but that's your choice. So you could just go ahead and use the apple cutter, which is this right here. But I like this little small cutting board, and it's clear. That's what I really like about it too. So I've had it for so many years, and now when you go to the dollar store, I don't really see it anymore. They have some with designs on it, but I just didn't want it. And they're still glass, but I like the see-through. That helps me out a lot. And if you see some brown on there, just cut it off. It's not going to kill you. Some people see a brown or a black spot somewhere there. I'm not going to eat that. Me, it doesn't bother me. My dad used to say, cut it off. It's not going to hurt you, you know? Oh, goodness. Now this apple cutter wants to do what it wants to do. You see that? Oh, well, there we go. Made a little mess, but that's okay. So you can cut up your apples how you would like to cut them up, but I kind of like this way. And I did see some people where they went in and cut theirs up with the skin on it. And I just didn't want to do that, you know? And you know, of course, you can put the seeds in there. Got to get rid of those seeds, guys. And then you're going to, after you do all this, your next step is I got one more apple to cut up. So, and then I will be moving to the next step. So how often do you guys bake any apple pies at all? Or what is your favorite pie that you bake? Hi, Kitty. How are you, Kitty? Right now I'm cutting up the apples. You will see in my video when I first started, it would let you know what we did at the market. So what I bought at the market and everything. I had so much fun. I'm so glad that I went. So there's some skin. Just grab it and just cut it off of there and it'll be fine. I am doing great. And I have not made an apple pie in so long, guys. And I told my husband, I said, well, we have to get rid of these apples. And then you want to make sure that the apples are not too big. You want to cut them kind of smaller. If you want to cut them smaller, that's fine too. And then I just get it and I just scoop that in there. Down to my last one. So how is everybody doing? Is everyone okay? How was your New Year's going, everyone? I see some people on here, but I'm only getting so many comments. Unless you're just on here just to watch me cut up the apple, and that's fine too. And how do you cut your apple up? Do you do it like this, or do you just cut yours up with the apple slicer and that's it? Whatever is easy for you, you know? You know what? This thing is really getting on my nerves. Any other time it's doing good. And today it's like, while I'm filming it wants to act stupid. But that's okay. I can handle it. So my dog is right here. It's like she wants a piece of apple. You cut your apples with the knife? Yeah. That's a good way of cutting it too. But this apple slicer is so much quicker for me, you know? So I just choose to cut with the, get all that stuff off of there. I just usually use my cutter. But if I want to prepare it for a dish, I use a knife. See, I don't want the chunks too big, so I just get my knife out and cut it. And this works fine for me. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, guys. I got the sneezies over here, so sorry about that. You got cut off. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Okay, there are the apples so far. Let me lift this up. I'm going to have to put some lemon juice on it because you see it's starting to turn color. So let me go ahead. I'm going to wash this off. and make sure they're okay. Lemon juice actually helps. That's why I have the fresh lemons. If some of you guys will see, I did buy some fresh lemons for that reason, so that I can squeeze them on my apples. So I have to take this bowl away. No, no, kitty. Okay, guys, I have to just get a bowl now, and then I'm going to, you know what? I'm just going to use my pie pan and soak my apples in there. And it's literally right here. So I have my pie dish. Oh, left a piece of apple out. Look at there, I'm going to eat it. So you just put your apples in. You can use any dish you want. I just choose to use a pie pan. So now I have to cut my lemon up. And here are my lemons. And then what you're going to do with these lemons, you are going to cut it in half. Let me wash this off. I have to wash this, guys. All fruit and vegetables, you make sure you wash and clean it very well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. And I'm going to squeeze this on top of here. Okay. And this, again, this helps with it not turning a different color, okay? And it smells so good. I love the smell of lemons. Anything that has to do with lemon cleaning, any of that, it works out perfect for me. So I truly, truly like that. The seed would drop down in there, but you know what? I'm going to go back later and get that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Like right now, I just don't want them to turn another color. Do a little stir. Make sure that the lemon juice gets all in there. And it smells good. And always leave your lemons for if you have a garbage disposal. So get them and you dice them and cut them up real good. And you put them down in your garbage disposal. It gives it a very nice smell. Because, you know, sometimes that garbage disposal can have a little nasty odor to it. Okay, guys, I am done with that part. I'm not going to mix anything yet. And this is what I wanted to do in the video, is cut up my apples. And that's what I did. And the lemon juice is in there too as well. So how do you guys cut up your apples? I see quite a few people in here. Nobody's talking to me. Or you just watching what I'm doing. And that's fine too as well. So I can do all the talking because I got a big mouth anyway. So those apples are looking good. And if you want to, you can cut them smaller. So I'm going to dice them down a little bit smaller. Okay, Rosa. Do you cut yours smaller? The apples. Because I don't like the pieces too big, you know? It's a little. I like to dice them down a little bit smaller and, you know, it smells so good and it's not even in the oven. Yeah, this is just, when it's small, it tastes better to me, you know? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's good to come on. I did a breakfast this morning. I was cooking breakfast for my husband, and I see people, it looks like they like when you go in and do things on live instead of just, posting all the time. And I appreciate you guys being honest with me. Okay, I'm going to have to put this in a bowl. I'm still here, guys. Sorry I'm not talking, but I'm like right behind you here. So I have my bowl here, and I'm just going to put my apples in there. And there's that lemon juice. You see that lemon juice? Cutting the apples up is the hardest part. It keeps you kind of busy, you know? I'm trying to get all the apples. You see that? Okay. The apples are all cut up, and I get to turn it back around to me. And then you guys see how I cut my apples up now. So we just have to wait till the next day. Like I said, I cook everything the next day. So right now, I like to let my apples soak overnight and cook. I'm going to actually do a video on my apple pie. So when I mix everything else together, you guys will be able to see that, okay? And I really appreciate you guys liking my video. Thank you so much. And where are you guys from? Are you guys, what state are you from? I'm from Michigan. Where are you guys located? You're from Italy, really? Okay, Kitty. Oh. Wisconsin? Is that what that means? Okay. Glad for you guys to chime in with me. I appreciate that. Sometimes I talk loud because I have a loud voice. So sometimes when I talk, people think that I'm screaming, and I'm not. I have a loud voice. So if I seem like I'm screaming, I'm not. So. Well, I did want to come on here and talk to you guys, show you my haul, what I did, because some of the people I see that did come back for my second live today. I did explain to them where I was going, the things I was going to do. I was going to the farmer's market. I did go there. And I also went to, it's called Meijer. Meijer is a grocery store. I had to pick up some washing detergent. It's at the beginning of the video. I did pick that up. So the things that I said I was going to pick up, plus a little bit extra stuff, I did do. And you will see that on this live. Once it plays over, you will be able to see that. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to put it into my community. You will know by tonight. Okay? Oh, well, welcome from Utah. So I'm going to put it in tonight when I'm going to be able to make another video, okay? Meijer, Meijer. I'm going to do the video. I did go. I'm going to show the name of the store I went in. I'm going to be putting that up shortly. So you will be able to know how it looks. It's a nice store. You're from Italy. I'm sure you don't have like a Publix or maybe a, what is the other store? Frederick. I saw some items in there and they had the name Frederick on there. And I know it's a grocery store, if I'm not mistaken, in the South that's named Frederick. So it's kind of, I believe they're not affiliated together, but they pretty much have the same thing. So I don't know who the umbrella person is over these stores, but Myers, you have to watch my video. Guys, watch my video. I will be putting it up shortly. Myers is beautiful. You walk in there, their produce, and I did speak on that this morning. Their produce area is beautiful. It's colorful. Yeah. So you guys make sure you watch my video, okay? And thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye. See you on the next video.